President Bola Tinubu has inaugurated the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms with a charge to transform the tax system to support sustainable development and achieve a minimum of 18% tax to GDP ratio within the next 3 years. The committee, which has 1 year span, is established to address the broad fiscal challenges facing the Nigerian economy through fiscal governance, tax reform, and growth facilitation. Our reporter has more.
President Tinubu said the committee's objectives are to provide viable solutions to issues such as the multiplicity of tax collection agencies, high cost of revenue administration, and the lack of effective coordination between fiscal and other economic policies across all levels of government.
On the day of my inauguration, I promise that my administration will address all the issues impeding investment and economic growth in Nigeria. This promise is why I saw an end to the fuel subsidy. It is the reason the central bank has called an end to its multiple exchange rate system. It won't happen under my watch. It's for this same reason we gather here today to inaugurate the Presidential Committee on Fiscal Policy and Tax Reform. The committee has been established to address the broad fiscal challenges facing our economy. Its mandate shall be divided into 3 broad areas. These are: 1. Fiscal governance. B. Tax reforms. And 3rd, growth facilitation.
The chairman of the committee, Taiwo Oyedele, said if the country is to achieve the needed growth, aside from other necessities, there is the need to create a conducive environment to attract private and foreign investment through a comprehensive approach and coordinated strategy. He further hinted that the committee will evolve other ways of mobilizing more revenue without necessarily increasing tax burdens.
We must be committed to establishing a conducive policy environment to attract global and local businesses and position our nation as a hub for research and development, technology and innovation, headquarters location, financial and shared services center for the continent. Our approach will be comprehensive and long-term focused, addressing fiscal concerns related to sustainable development goals as well as multidimensional poverty, ensuring responsible energy transition, and a coordinated strategy to elevate revenue reporting and quality of spending.
Nigeria has huge potential for revenue mobilization that should be sufficient to cater for our people without resorting to excessive borrowing, which often crowd out the private sector and limit our ability to finance sustainable development, create jobs and prosperity for Nigeria. From our engagement with various stakeholders so far, the message has been clear, and we recognize the sense of urgency to address the various tax and fiscal impediment facing businesses, both large and small.
Speaking after the inauguration, the representative of the World Bank said the agenda of the committee is key to helping Nigeria achieve inclusive growth with more economic opportunities and better services for all citizens.
Most of the financing that we provide is directly for services like primary health care, electricity access, rural roads. Those are things that we look forward to a day where Nigeria is fully financing those from its own government resources. And so I would love to see a day where the work of this committee lays the foundation for making our financing redundant. We are always here to help in other ways by sharing the experience and knowledge of what's worked in other countries. But in terms of, could not be happier if Nigeria gets to the point where it's generating enough of its own revenues in a way that's actually helping create the space for private investment, for families to flourish, and does not need to come to the World Bank for financing.
Members of the committee were drawn from the private and public sectors, ministries, departments and relevant agencies, with further charge to cooperate fully with the committee towards achieving their mandates. Joshua Adinoy, reporting for MLC TV.